Specific groups 22.2 exercise prescription. Exercise prescription. Exercise prescription is commonly refers to the specific plans of fitness related activities that are designed for a specific purpose, which is often developed by a fitness or rehabilitation specialist for the client or patient. Contraindications. There are two categories for this: absolute and relative. Absolute would be physical exercise would be not to be done under any circumstances, whereas relative is where physical exercise can be done, but with caution so not to cause more harm to the client. Example for absolute would be if someone suffered from recent myocardial infarction, which is a heart attack, exercise should not happen at all. An example for relative is if a client was in advanced pregnancy, some exercise would have to be avoided or done carefully so that the client or the baby is not harmed. Group 1 obesity. Some contraindications are high blood pressure, greater than 200 systolic and 110 diastolic, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and atherosclerosis, which are fatty deposits which narrow the arteries. Prescription exercises would be cardiovascular exercises, HIIT training, continuous training, and interval training. For example, I will use HIIT training. It's probably one of the most effective ways to burn fat. With HIIT training, it can burn up to fat after 48 hours of the exercise. A good exercise for HIIT training would be on the rowing machine. A good example would be 30 seconds at a regular pace, then another 30 seconds of high intensity as hard as you can. This would be repeated 10 times to give a result of 10 minutes in total, and is an efficient way to burn fat, which is what obese people would be prescribed on a program to do. This would be done 3 to 4 times a week, which will show good results over a period of time. Group 2 older people. Some contraindications would be high blood pressure, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, and heart disease. Prescriptions would be no overload of weight resistance due to as you get older, bones and joints become weaker as well as muscles and tendons. No isometric exercises and no high impact exercises. A good prescription for older people would be battle ropes, as an older person might be prescribed to maintain strength to help them with everyday life. So battle ropes would be a good way of doing this, as it sort of works most of the body. So this would be the arms, core, and legs. So this would be done 2 times a week. So it would be 30 seconds of a exercise within the battle ropes, as there are many sort of techniques there are to it. 30 seconds of that, then a 30 seconds rest. This would be repeated 10 times to give a result of 10 minutes. And with this, it's probably better to use a lighter weight rope, as they'd be doing it for so long, and because they're not going to be super strong due to their age and muscles getting weaker, it would be a sensible idea to do this. Group 3, younger people. Contraindications, there aren't many for younger people, but 3 would be injury, illness, or aspirin. Prescription would be quite similar to older people: no excessive overload of weight or resistance, no exercise with high impact exercises, or any form of training is accepted as long as it's not excessive. A good prescription for this is cycling. It can be done 3 to 4 times a week, as it's quite an enjoyable sport, even though kids may not see it in that light. 20 to 30 minutes would be a good time to do it. It means they're out for a while and get fresh air, but it also exercises the body, but not for too long, as you don't want to be too excessive otherwise they might become injured. This is a good exercise to use because it's quite soft on the knees as well. There's no excessive resistance or high impact, so this would be a good exercise to use so no one becomes injured.